Once upon a time, a merchant and his donkey lived in a village. Every day, the donkey would walk long miles carrying his master's load to sell in another village. The donkey would often think, "This is so tiring. What can I do to avoid this task?" Days went by, and one day, as usual, the merchant loaded sacks of salt on the donkey's back, and they started walking on their usual trail, crossing forests and rivers. However, on this day, while crossing the river, the donkey accidentally fell into the water, and with him fell all the sacks of salt. Most of the salt dissolved in the water, and the donkey's load reduced. The merchant was sad, but they went ahead to sell whatever salt remained undamaged in the sacks. Happy at this realization, the donkey thought, "Now I know how I won't have to work hard ever again." The next day, the merchant and the donkey got ready to leave for the market, and the merchant loaded the sacks. When they reached the river, the donkey fell into it again, but this time on purpose. And as it expected, the salt dissolved and the weight became lighter. The donkey carried it happily. He continued doing the same trick for several more days. The merchant now began to worry and wondered why his donkey was falling into the river every day. He was quick to realize that the donkey was doing it on purpose. So the next day, the merchant stood with the sacks again. The donkey came happily towards him, thinking of doing the trick again. But little did he know that this time, the sacks were of sand and not of salt. They started walking towards the river, and once they reached, the donkey fell into it. The sacks got all soaked with water and became heavier. The merchant picked up the donkey, loaded the wet sacks of sand on its back again, and started walking. The donkey was surprised. The weight had grown heavier. Every step that he took now was with great pain and difficulty. He wondered how he would reach his destination like this, but nevertheless he kept walking. On reaching the other side, the merchant laughed and said, "Look at your condition now. What did you think? I will never realize that you were trying to avoid doing your work? I tricked you with your own trick to teach you a good lesson." The donkey realized his mistake and collapsed in shame and tiredness. And from that day onwards, he never cheated his way out of work again. If we are avoiding the work given to us by fooling others or through dishonesty, then we are sure to meet the fate that awaited the donkey. One day, our tricks will be discovered, and in some way, we shall be reprimanded. If we accept to do a task, we must do so with complete sincerity. Hard work has its own sweet rewards and recognition. So do something by the sweat of your brow and enjoy the fruits that follow. Thanks for watching. And if you find inspiration in wise words and stories, please subscribe to my channel for more and stay simply wise.